Hey guys, welcome to 22 Without a Clue. Yes, that is the name of my vlog slash podcast slash whatever this is going to be. I'm so excited to start doing this because this is something I've wanted to do for years now. This kind of sparked when I was in college and I was around 21, going to be 22. My friend Kendall and we were like in the midst of about to graduate, and we were like, what are we gonna do with our life? We just spent 4 years like paying all this money thinking that we're gonna get an education doing this and then gonna graduate and do this. And like throughout our college experience, we both transferred into different majors, and we both were in communications, but we were like, I think this is what we're supposed to be doing. I'm not totally sure. So yeah, and then we ended up skipping class one day and going to a coffee shop, and we're like, okay, well, we don't really know what we're gonna do, so let's write a book, because that's like the perfect thing to do when you don't know what to do. So we started writing about a fictional character named Mark Portola, and the coffee shop we were at was Portola Coffee. Clever. And he basically had two friends, and the story was going to be about college and how he was going through college, not knowing what he was going to do after or what he's supposed to be doing. And his friends are getting job opportunities, doing exactly what they love. And one's an artist who's talented and getting noticed for his art and just knows what they want to do. And he's stuck in this thought of, what am I supposed to be doing? Why am I in college? What am I doing? What am I going to do after college? And we wrote this because we were going through that. And I'm now starting this podcast slash vlog because I know there's people that are going through that right now. It wasn't super easy after college. I got a job doing something that seemed like it was the right thing to do, but I ended up hating it. And not hating it because of the people or anything like that, but knowing that that was not what I was supposed to be doing. I was not in my lane. I was not in my strengths. I brought things to the table. I did the best that I could, but ultimately it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. And now I believe I am in my lane. I do wedding photography, lifestyle photography, and videography. And this is something that I've been passionate about even before I started my business. Since high school, I picked up a camera, always taking photos, always really intrigued with nature and people, and super into like America's Next Top Model, because I would watch just for the photographers and see what the photos would come out to be, and like National Geographic and all this stuff. So that kind of like transpired through my limbo of, what do I do? Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? And I think the problem with the generation that is within the 20s through the 30s right now is that sometimes we're focused on doing rather than being. And this is something that I've had to learn the hard way, that I'm not a human doing, I'm a human being. And so the root issue of our what are we supposed to be doing, what's my purpose, is not like the physical aspect, but it's internal. It's something that has to do far beyond our hands and our motions and our the way that we speak. It's like, what's going on in here? Are we doing things because we're supposed to be doing it, what we think that's what we should be doing, and what we see other people's doing and we see it working for them? Or is it truly who we are and who we're called to be and who God has made us to be? And for me, I was really focused on like, oh, like I need to be doing this, and this will make me more money. And I was always going, doing. And I would get burnt out all the time. And I think it was operating out of the like, what am I doing? Like, what do I need to do? Like, do. And now I'm at the point in my life where I'm saying, I am a photographer. I am a creative. I am a child of God. I have gifts. Like, this is who I am. And I'm unapologetic about it now. And I see the momentum through that. And I don't ever get burnt out on editing photos or taking photos or singing on stage on worship or being in ministry for young adults, because that's who I am. I'm operating out of spirit of human being, not human doing. So that's kind of my heart behind this whole podcast. It's not going to be just about like me and what I do, but I really want to challenge you guys to get a vision and get a sense of who you are first, and then we go into relationships, we'll go into money, which is a huge thing, because that was probably the biggest part of my testimony, was the misunderstanding and the misuse of money, and how that relates to who you are and your identity and what you're supposed to be doing. We'll also be doing live podcasts, which is very new. But since IGTV is so awesome and we can do live Instagram stories, we're going to get a few friends that are in their 20s, and we're going to get all aspects. We're going to get people that are, doing what they're supposed to be doing in their lane and they've grasped this. And there's people that are still like in this limbo of what am I supposed to be doing? They're 21, 22, not really getting it. And my goal for this is to reach everyone. This isn't just for people in their 20s and 30s. My goal is for people that are in their 40s and 50s that are still going through this, that they can grasp something out of this and get encouraged. It's never too late to be in your lane, never too late to do what God has called you to do. And a big generation that I want to be hearing this is the younger generation, the kids that are in junior high and high school that haven't even gone through this yet. I would hope that you reach and lean in to this information and grasp it before you even have to go through all of this. You can take note now before you go to college and start, being your own person. You can already know who you are without having to guess for 4 years or 5 years. And this was something that was really hard for me to start, because I think everyone has this downfall, and it's afraid for a failure and a fear of rejection. And that's something I really struggled with. I know a lot of people struggle with it. We want to be heard and we want to be known, and we all carry something that's valuable. And sometimes when it's not heard, or when the enemy gets in your head and he's saying lies like, oh, no one will listen to you and no one will believe you, or you're not an expert, blah blah blah, you listen to those lies. And that's why this first episode is called Failure to Launch. We failed to launch because of the enemy, and we failed to launch because of his lies. If we knew who we were, we knew what we're supposed to be doing, we would be stepping out every single time. But I think as humans, we all fall short of this, and that's fear of failure and fear of rejection. And that's something that I really struggled with, and that's why I didn't start this podcast. I didn't think people would hear me or want to listen to me, or, I don't have many followers. So it's all these stupid things that would stop me from doing what I know I should be doing. And that's why I'm just doing this now in my house. I don't have a perfect studio, but I believe that I have the words that God has given me to speak to everyone listening right now. And I just want to leave you with words from Erwin McManus. He said, "You are not limited by what you do not have." So he is saying, because you don't look at the things you don't have to start doing what you want to do. Look at the things you do have. You're not limited by the camera you don't have, or from the platform that you don't have. You can do anything now, starting from where you're at. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. Is I don't have a perfect studio, I don't have all this, but I'm doing it because that is what creates courage and creates confidence in us, knowing that we're in our lane and that we're ready to take on steps that are meant for us, and we're not going to be held back by the limitations that we set for ourselves. So this is something that I'm going to be doing once a week, and once a month are the live podcasts, and they're going to be on IGT Live, and I'm going to have like a prompt, and you guys are going to come in and ask questions, and we're going to answer kind of like the talk or the reel or whatever it's called, but it's going to be called The Clue. Fancy. So yeah, I really hope that what you guys heard today you resonate with, and you click the subscribe button or the follow button, and you keep up with this journey and podcast. I'm also going to be having guests, and I'm going to be having a lot of challenges and kind of like homework, but it's more of like digging deeper into vision and to money or financial planning and stuff like that. So that way you guys are equipped and you're being fed throughout the week. So that's my heart behind this. I'm really thankful that you guys tuned in and listened. If you have any comments or anything that you would want me to talk about, send a DM or comment on this video, and I'd love to hear from you guys. And that's it. Super cool. I did it. I didn't think this was gonna happen. Yes, I did. Cool. Well, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Still here.